What's up, everyone? I'm Alex. So I was scrolling through my DMs yesterday and saw this message from someone who's been following the channel for a while. And basically, he sent like $3,000 worth of BTC from his personal wallet to Coinbase, right? Standard stuff. Except Coinbase flagged the transaction, froze his account, and now he's been waiting 2 weeks just to get access back. And the reason? The coins he received earlier came from a wallet that was somehow connected to a flagged address like 6 hops back in the chain. He didn't even know. Had no idea where those coins originally came from. That got me thinking, a lot of people still don't realize how exposed they actually are. Like, you think you're just moving your own money around, but in reality, every transaction you make is permanently stamped on a public record that anyone with the right tools can analyze. And with this prolonged market downturn of 2026, people are holding on to whatever they've got left and finally asking the right questions about privacy. So today, I'm going to show you exactly what I do to keep my transactions private. Make sure you watch till the end because I'm walking through the actual service I've been using myself for over 2 years now. Now, here's the thing most people get wrong. They still think crypto is like digital cash, private, untraceable, completely anonymous. That narrative got pushed super hard in the early days with all the darknet stuff and anonymous payment stories, but that's not reality. Every single transaction is recorded forever on a public blockchain, and these forensics firms by 2026, they're insanely sophisticated. They work directly with governments, financial regulators, law enforcement agencies, the entire apparatus. So yeah, crypto gives you financial freedom in a lot of ways, but built-in anonymity, that's not a thing. The big mistake is looking at wallet addresses that don't show names and assuming that equals anonymous. Those are just pseudonyms. The moment I interact with a KYC exchange, and most of us do at some point, my real identity gets linked to those addresses. From there, my entire transaction history becomes visible and analyzable. Anyone can use block explorers to follow the flow of funds, and every major exchange now operates under strict KYC regulations that connect your holdings directly to your actual identity. So that whole idea of total crypto anonymity, it's been debunked for years. But there are still legitimate ways to reclaim your financial privacy if you use the right tools. That's why I rely on mixing services. After doing my research on how these actually function, Phantom is the platform I trust. I've been using it personally for more than 2 years at this point. The platform has consistently proven its reliability, privacy protection, and security. It's got unique mixing technology, user-friendly interface, and a solid reputation in the space. All right, let me just sign in here real quick. Should only take a moment. Okay, cool. I'm logged in and my account's showing active. So, first thing I'm doing is picking which token I want to work with. Phantom handles 4 main coins. For this walkthrough, I'm choosing Tether. Then I'm specifying how many tokens I want to run through the process. I'm entering 720 USDT for this example. After that, I got to input where I want these tokens sent. So, pulling up my Nether wallet now, grabbing my USDT receiving address, and dropping it in this field here. Now I'm configuring the mixing rounds. This determines how many cycles the tokens go through during the mixing operation. Platform suggests a minimum of 2, but I typically go with 3. I like having those extra layers of security. Then there's the delivery delay feature. This one controls the time gap before the tokens actually land in my wallet. Really depends on your preference and situation. For this demonstration, I'm going to skip it. Now I'm reviewing the fee structure, so they're taking this percentage, and my final amount after processing is going to be this. Looks acceptable to me. Clicking on Start Mixing. At this point, I'm going through everything one final time, making sure all the transaction information is accurate. Yep, everything checks out. Pressing Confirm now. The mixing operation is now active and running. Just gotta wait for the tokens to show up in my wallet. Typical time frame is anywhere from several minutes to maybe a few hours if you've activated that delay option. For the video, I'll speed up the waiting period. And perfect. Transactions completed successfully, my funds went through the full anonymization process, and they're now in my wallet. As you can see, the whole procedure was pretty smooth, nothing complicated about it. This is the exact method I've been following for years. And one quick thing before we finish, quantum computing. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow or even next year, but there are legitimate discussions happening in the crypto security space about how quantum computers could eventually break current encryption methods. The addresses and signatures we use today might not be as secure in 10 or 15 years. So if you're thinking really long-term about privacy, you might want to consider that funds you mix today could theoretically be de-anonymized in the future if technology advances enough. Just something to keep in the back of your mind. The link to Phantom will be pinned in the description below and also in the comments, so you can check it out. If you found this walkthrough useful, I'd appreciate it if you smash that like button. It helps the algorithm push this to more people who need to see it. Stay smart out there, think about your privacy seriously, and don't give surveillance systems an easy win. Catch you in the next one.